Hi, this is Bob Maddox, and I'm reporting live from La Quinta, California, for at least 2 more days. See, this is on Wednesday evening. I'll be catching the plane to Panama City, Panama, and right after that, I will be in Costa Rica for 30 days, maybe 31. Not sure. I haven't even booked my flight back from Costa Rica, so I might just change my mind completely and not come back for a while. You never know. Um, this video today is about why poor people and the middle class uh, think that money can't buy happiness, and why those who have money believe that it can buy happiness, because we look at money in a different way. Now, one of the reasons why I'm doing Costa Rica, and I've had a few people ask me, and I'm trying to explain it to them, is I'm trying to create something that down there, and eventually other countries. I want to have opportunities all around the world. It'd be really cool. But Costa Rica, to go down, several thousand miles away to another country, and actually be able to walk on a beach where you might not see anybody else. And if you do, you might only see. The last time I was in Costa Rica, I was on the beach, and if you looked at the picture, there's nobody in the background. And when I did my video, there was like maybe 4 people that walked by that day, and I was right out in the water. The waves were actually hitting my feet. And how relaxing it is. You're cut off from the world. Yes, you can have internet, but you don't need your telephone, except for to call a taxi or, do some little local stuff. But basically cut yourself off from what has been holding you back from being successful in your life, and changing what has been beat in and programmed into you by your family, by education, by religion, because those people were programmed by the people before them, their parents in religion and education. And I don't understand why it is. I try to read books, I try to listen. I'm reading one right now called Rich People Think, How Rich People Think. And it's by Steve Siebold. It's a very good book. I'll try to put a link here underneath the video for it. It's great. It's just got a lot of different things. It's great little 1 or 2 page articles on just all kinds of great stuff. And here's the deal. People that are poor and middle class that are struggling fight very hard to convince themselves that money does not buy happiness. Now, I'm going to try to explain this as I've kind of explained it before. Money is evil when you don't have it. Because if you want to do 2 things, for example, and 3, 4, 5, whatever, but if you want to do 2 things and you don't have enough money to do both, then you have to give up one of them so that you can have one. So you had to sacrifice. So that's stressful. First of all, this isn't as exciting anymore because you had to give up that. So you actually caused stress because you gave up something, you sacrificed something. So how can you be happy when you can only have one? Now here's the beauty. If you have money, you don't have to make that decision because you can afford to do both, or all 3, or all 4, or all 5, 10. You can afford to do everything you want to do without the stress of having to sacrifice or give up. And when you have money, you don't have to spend time trying to make these decisions or tighten up the corners or saving this and saving that. You actually have more time to be creative and more productive. So by having more time, you have more freedom. And with more freedom and time, you can spend more time doing things that you really love, that you really want to do. And most of all, if you have a family, with your family. And that got to be happiness. When you don't have any stress, when money's not controlling you and you're controlling money, how can you not believe that money can't buy happiness? And again, this is because if you're one of these people, you've been programmed to think that way. So I want you to stop it. Just get that crap out of your mind and convince yourself that money can buy happiness. It can. In a roundabout way. So if you can change your thinking, your stinking thinking about money being evil and that money can't buy happiness, if you can change that into money is great, money can buy happiness, I will be happy, I will be stress-free, I'll have more freedom, I can do more things, I can spend more time with my family, I can do the things I want to do. Doesn't that even sound happy? Then you will be on the path to probably earning more money, because you'll take opportunities that you probably wouldn't have taken before. It's like right now, I've been posting stuff on Facebook about free stuff that can help you change your thinking so that you can be more positive and more creative and more productive. These are free, absolutely free. I created my website and with all free stuff on it to get you started, okay? And you could make $1 million just from all the free stuff. Why do I know that? Because there are other people have done it, and they're no different than you, except that they took action and they didn't believe that money can't buy happiness, and that's why they want more money, because they know it can. Now, yes, there are things that do cost money that I talk about too, but basically I'm giving you things that you can make money from. Like, for an example, the Get Rich Radio, and I'll try to have a link on my blog here underneath here for this too, along with the book. Get Rich Radio is absolutely friggin' amazing. Will it last forever? I don't know. Did the 8-track last forever? You still have some 45 RPM, 7-inch records? The point is that the opportunity exists right now. And all you have to do is log on and keep listening, and the counters keep rolling, and get referrals, and you can earn money, because Marshall Sylver shares the advertising dollars with the listeners. What an amazing idea. And just by signing up, you'll get what they call $1,000 of scholarship money. Now, that scholarship money can be turned into regular cash, but that's only worth about 20 cents in real cash. Or you can use it to buy something out of the catalog. Now, I just recently bought 3 programs. One is worth $300, another one's worth $200, and another one's worth $200. And that's in his regular shopping mall on his Sylver website if you paid cash for them or credit card. And you can get them for free. That's $700 worth of programs for free. Now, I've been posting them, and one of them is really cool. It's called Take Action Now. The one I really like, and I haven't listened to them all because I'm going to be listening to them on the airplane when I fly to Costa Rica, is What Would a Millionaire Do? Now, there's 9 videos in that, and I've got them popped onto my laptop, and I'm ready to rock and roll and listen to those. And then the other one is, yeah, right, Bob, what was it? I forgot what the other one was. But anyway, there's 3 of them, and the point is, just by logging on, signing up, it doesn't cost you a penny. There's no strings attached. Then once you look at the $1,000 of scholarship money you have, then you go to the catalog and you scroll down and you pick out those 3 courses by Marshall Sylver. Why do I suggest Marshall Sylver? Because once you've listened to him, then you'll understand. Now, if you don't understand, like I got to say, one of my daughters started to listen to it and she said it was boring. Well, I'm kind of thinking it must be kind of boring to be broke. You think? When you don't have enough money to pay your bills, you don't have enough money to fix your vehicles, instead of being able to... Look, I haven't had to make repairs on a car and I don't know how long, because once they start falling apart or they cost more than a few $100, I get a new one. Do you realize I can plan on going out, getting in my car and driving and not worry about it breaking down? Because I don't let it break down. I don't let it get that old and worn out. And once something starts breaking down, I mean, I changed the oil, I changed the tires, I changed the brakes. That's it. Put 100,000 miles on my last van, and that's all I did. Tires, oil, and brakes. That was it. And only twice on the brakes, well, once on the brakes and tires, because I got 100,000 miles out of the original and one extra set. And then the oil change, every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. But anything over that, like when I took it in for a major service at 100,000 miles, and they said it was going to be like $1,400, I go, oh, hell no. Where's the new ones? Went over and traded that sucker in and bought a new one. And I've had that one now for 7 years. The point is, you say, yeah, well, I can't afford to buy a new one. Well, why not? You make the decision that you can't buy one. See, poor people in the middle class, because of your thinking, and no, I'm not picking on you, I'm trying to get across to you that you've been programmed to think the way you think. You look at something and go, oh, that's too expensive. We look at something and we go, how can I afford to buy that? How can I get the money to buy that? It's not as too expensive. On Facebook, I'm seeing a lot of people were talking about going on this cruise ship, and people, Beachbody, we got Beachbody took out the whole cruise ship, and we're going through the Caribbean at the end of March, and people are making posts on there, and they're talking about things that are too expensive, like the drinks. I don't know if you've been on a cruise ship, but there's certain drinks are free, and the other ones are very expensive. And you can buy drink cards that are like anywhere from 30 to 80 bucks a day. I don't drink alcohol, so I'm not worried about it. The other is the Wi-Fi service. It's like $150 for 500 minutes, and people are talking about that's expensive. Well, you know what? I do know for a fact that a couple of those people that are talking about being expensive are making pretty good money. In fact, if you know what all the hullabaloo right now about the 1% versus the 99%, well, there was just a report published, and maybe I'll put that link on here too, I think it was by CNN, that to be in the 1% of the top earners in the United States, all you have to make is a little over $350,000 a year, and you're in the top 1%. Well, I know a few of these people, or at least one, is making over $400,000 a year, and they're talking about things being expensive. Give me a break. It's relative. If it's too expensive, go make some more money. Now, if you know me well and you've been around listening to me a lot, I've always said, almost all my life, it takes more energy to figure out how to save money than it does to earn money. It takes more energy to try to get a discount than it does to earn money. Look, if I go on to Best Buy and so forth, I'm not going to sit there and spend an hour trying to negotiate a couple of $100 off of a TV set or get a cheaper price. Just give it to me now. What's my best price? Thank you very much. I'm out of here. I go home. I'll spend that hour on the computer and make more than what I would have got in the discount. Are you kidding me? Especially when I'm talking about I just bought a new TV from Best Buy, and here's the link, and if you have an affiliate account with Best Buy, I might even sell a couple of TVs from my post talking about the good service I had and everything else. I'm so happy with the TV set, yabba, yabba, yabba. And with the affiliate link, if a few people click on that and they end up buying something from Best Buy, I might make $100, $200, $300 in commission. Duh. That's a whole lot more fun to me, and it doesn't belittle the salespeople, and it doesn't belittle the businessmen. Look, businesses set a retail price on something because that's what they need to get. So bottom line on this, stop using words like expensive. It's relative. If something costs $100 and you think it's expensive because you're only making $10 an hour, because that's your choice. You chose to take that job for $10 an hour. And don't give me any BS that, well, that's all they want to pay me. Well, that's all they want to pay you. Why don't you go into business for yourself and pay yourself what you think you're worth? Are you worth $100 an hour, $200, $1,000 an hour? When you're in business for yourself, you can make that determination. But here's the clue. Here's the catch. When people go into business for themselves, they get into like Beachbody or any kind of other home business, they forget to be taught to one thing. If you want to make $1,000 an hour, you've got to ask yourself, how do I do it? Well, What do you have to sell? What do you have to do? How many sales do you have to get to make that $1,000 an hour? That's how you look at it. But most people, they sign the paperwork, they get the products, and then they just sit back, watch a couple of videos, listen to a couple of other people that got wealthy, and they don't do nothing. They go over and start watching TV. And I've tried to help a few people here this last week that I met, and I'm looking at their Facebook pages. They ain't posting crap. Well, Mom, I don't like to do this. I don't like to do that. Then I can't help you. Because obviously you enjoy being broke and poor more than you do posting on Facebook or sending out emails or doing a blog. That's your prerogative. And it's my prerogative. Why should I help you if you're not willing to help yourself? Excuse me, my voice is a little dry. So bottom line, you are where you are because that's where you want to be. If you want to be different, if you want to have a better life, if you want to have more money, you want to be more successful, you want to be more prosperous and have more freedom, then you've got to stop doing what you've been doing and take advantage. I mean, I'm really disappointed that to my friends and people I know that I hear about all their sob stories on Facebook and I'm seeing they're struggling, that I post these things that can help make them money, that can help their lives, and they're free. Free. I don't get it. I don't get it. They're sitting there posting on Facebook about all kinds of stupid, silly things that have no bearing on their life when they could be posting about something that could change their life and change their friends' lives. Look, it's like the 100th monkey. Once you get down to a certain level, like the theory is the 100th monkey, that one starts doing something, and then others see and they start doing, then eventually they all start doing it. Well, you need to be the 100th monkey. You need to start making the change so your closest friends will see what you're doing, they'll copy it, then their friends will see what they're doing, and they will copy it. And guess what? If everybody starts making $100 an hour working at home because they see it's possible, and you start doing it, then all of a sudden, everybody you know will be making $100 an hour. And if you're one of those people that says, well, Bob, that's impossible. Well, that's what I call a scam. Because a scam is you're seriously confused about money because you don't know where it comes from or how it works. You're probably expecting the government to give you things. Now that's stupid. Where the hell are they going to get that money from? Right now, it's monopoly money. It's play money. It's not real. It's not real. They're just making it up. It's like, here's $1,000. What? It's just a piece of paper. Actually, it's not even a piece of paper. It's electronic. They don't even have the paper. It's a bunch of accounting numbers. It's not real. But if you go into business for yourself and you start a business and you create wealth where you can turn around and spend more of that actually created productive wealth with other people so that they can earn money, then we start the economic cycle to where everybody is benefiting from everybody else. But when you expect the government to give you money, and look, the government doesn't create anything or they're not productive. What a waste of money. We need to go back to no government and let the local communities help those who need to be helped. And mostly, get off their lazy damn asses. Bottom line, that's the way I feel about it. Okay, as before, I want you to sign up right up here, subscribe to my newsletter. I hope to be reporting some exciting things as my mind is clear in Costa Rica every day for the next 30 days. And then when I'm on the cruise ship, and at the end of March for, I think, 5 days, we'll be on the cruise ship in Cozumel and Grand Cayman Island. So subscribe. And then absolutely, if you went to my page, themillionairebloggingsystem.com, there's some free stuff on there, how to get started free. But if you got a few extra bucks, check over here into the Empower Network. That's the best blogging training system in the world. It's right there. It's got the guys with the mask on and $30, $50, $60,000 a month or whatever. And then for health and fitness, down here, consider being a Beachbody coach. What better business? Health and fitness. Who doesn't need it? Who doesn't want it? It's a no-brainer. You're helping people while you're helping yourself. So those are two things right there that I think are absolutely necessary. And then obviously the Get Rich Radio. That's a no-brainer too because it's free. It's free. You can earn money just by having your computer logged on every day. Simple enough. Okay, I'm out of here. Sign up for my newsletter. Check out the Empower Network. Become a Beachbody coach. And sign up for Get Rich Radio. No excuses. Let's do it. Let's get it done. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.